Joined today by Gary Fennessy, assistant trainer at Lindsay Park. We're heading into Easter break, and on Saturday we start at Caulfield. Race 1 is Goldoni, who's up to the 1700 here and ran on well at his first start in Australia. Yeah,
it was a huge run, Cam. He probably lacked a little bit of early speed, and then when the pace came out of the race started to pull a bit. But over this distance, a bit more genuine tempo, he'll be right in the mix.
Race 2's Churchill Dancer and was a little bit green last start. What are you expecting here?
Yeah, he's a horse that has been gelded since his last campaign, always shown nice ability, and he's probably just going to take a couple of runs, but he should acquit himself in this, and I'm expecting a good run from him.
Race 3 at Caulfield, Rose Patton meets the mares again here, and she's always thereabouts.
Yeah, good consistent mare. This is probably about her distance. She can roll forward and put herself right there, and you know, she's going to be a genuine chance in it.
Race 4 is Bradman, who was fantastic from wide gate last start at Bendigo. Drawn barrier 3 here and stays at the 1400.
Yeah, really found his form now, this horse, and he's always looked a good horse. And another one that we gelded after his last campaign, and he's come back and won his first two, so it's obviously worked with him. He'll step up in distance after this, but you'd expect him to be very hard to beat on his last start.
And Jetaway, race 7, very powerful last start over the 1600. Winning first up in Australia. Look out to the 2000 here, should be hard to beat.
Yeah, this is his distance range. He gets up to 2024, and yeah, we'd expect him with a clear run, he'd be very hard to beat.
Race 8, Bass Straits. Look, pretty much just forget he went around last start.
Yeah, probably a bit of got a severe check on the first corner of the valley. Probably didn't handle the track as well as you'd want, but we're expecting him now to be back on this track to be a lot harder to beat.
Okay, and on to Saturday at Rose Hill, race 2, Why Not? Look, the Australian form looks pretty ordinary on paper, but probably handles the wet track a little bit better than the dry.
That's the key to him, is we've got to get him on soft ground and get him up to 2400. He's done everything right, worked well. I'd say if the track's probably a good tree or something up there, he probably wouldn't go around.
Race 3, Bull Bull, a very tough filly, and was very game going down narrowly to Montsegur last start. How's she trained on the Sydney leg?
Yeah, very genuine, done a lot of work on the Sydney leg, you know, before that race and after that race, and looks a treat, and she only has to get there. She leaves tomorrow night, and I'm sure she's going to be very right in the mix of it. Now, in the last in Sydney, race 9, Jibe, probably looking for rain-affected ground also. Yeah, another filly that's going up there looking for a ground. Good class mare, and done everything right here. She's performed well. As you said, we're just going to have to wait for a softish sort of track, and hopefully it'll rain on the weekend and she'll be right. On to Monday at Caulfield again. 7 acceptors there. Race 1, Green Roller. Green Roller, yeah. Should be a nice chance in this sort of race. Probably looking to be a little bit further now, but she's getting ready for you know, the Oaks in Adelaide or Sydney. But we'd expect a nice run from her in this. And race 3 is Rifleman. Look, does meet Felidia here again, who beat us last start, but does get meet him better at the weights. Better at the weights, and possibly this track. And I think the 1200 will suit him, and he's trained on very well since his last run. Race 4 is an interesting one. We've got 2 runners. Lady Blackman to start with, resumes over 1,000 here, and she's shown a lot of ability but just been a bit injury prone. Yeah, Philly's had a lot of complaints over the last 12 months. Hopefully now we've got her right, and this will just tell us where we're going with her, but she looked a good class sort of filly last campaign. And Rosina in that race also, where would you be leaning? Yeah, probably Rosina, fitness-wise, has got a bit on her. Good fast sort of filly, and she'll put herself right in the race. I'd probably lean a bit towards her at the trip. All right, so what do you think is the best for the weekend, Gary? Probably Jetaway would have to be our best runner, I'd say.